Hello, we are back with the EU Weekly Review, which focuses on the ongoing conference on the future of Europe. A lot of things happened during the past 7 days. Here's a brief summary. The plenary of the Conference on the Future of Europe in Strasbourg last Saturday narrowed down the range of citizens' recommendations that emerged from the two already closed citizens' panels, said European Commission Vice President Maroš Šefčovič, who is in charge of managing the conference's working group on health. Šefčovič pointed out that the next step of this working group will be a structured debate on selected topics in February. It will then send a summary of the group's conclusions, as in the case of the other working groups, to the heads of the three main EU bodies: the EU Council, the European Commission, and the European Parliament. According to Šefčovič, the European Commission must be prepared that following the conference it will have to create new policies or legal regulations in some respects. The Citizens' Panel on the Climate Change, Environment and Health of the Conference on the Future of Europe produced a 27-page document that the plenary conference in Strasbourg eventually dealt with last weekend. Slovak participant of the panel, Alena Trusiková, said that she believes that the document won't sink into oblivion in Brussels or Strasbourg. The European Parliament or the Commission should bring the output this year. I myself am curious how much of this document will be translated into reality, said Trusiková. EU ministers in charge of European affairs assess in Brussels results of the third plenary of the Conference on the Future of Europe. Participants in the plenary a week ago dealt with recommendations from the first two citizens' panels and some national citizens' panel discussions. The plenary in Strasbourg evaluated 90 recommendations of citizens from all EU member states in the area of European democracy, values and rights, rule of law and security, climate change, environment and health. Belgian MEP and former Prime Minister Guy Verhofstadt, who represents the European Parliament at the conference, stated that citizens reckon with concrete measures that cover all areas of their ideas. He said that eventually all citizens' recommendations will need to be addressed. Following the conclusion of two of the four citizens' panels, proposals for the conference can be summarized in several points: the EU Constitution and Europe-wide referendums, of the rule of unanimity, of voting in the EU Council, change in the names and styles of work of EU institutions, freedom of media, civic observers in the EU decision-making process, harmonization of the date and terms of EP elections, and creation of a Europe of citizens, we learned from the plenary. Slovakia yesterday organized a mid-term review of the Conference on the Future of Europe in Bratislava. Slovak Foreign Minister Ivan Korčok stated at the event that the aim is to make the conference resonate much more strongly in the Slovak political space and to add a strong Slovak impulse to the debate. He admitted that the conference isn't attracting as much attention as, for example, the defense cooperation agreement with the USA, which is now being discussed in Slovakia. But Slovakia isn't the only country where the conference doesn't resonate, he noted. According to Korčok, migration, for example, is a topic on which there are broad disagreements both in the EU and in Slovakia, but this is exactly what the conference is about. Quote, the ability to reconcile big plans and expectations with the reality of resources and the ability to find a compromise. End of quote. Slovaks share the same concerns as other EU citizens on the digital platform of the Conference on the Future of Europe. They focused most on climate change and the environment, followed by a strong economy, social justice and jobs. Vice President of the European Commission for Democracy and Demography, Dubravka Šuica, stated at the Civic Europe mid-term review of the Conference on the Future of Europe event in Bratislava on Thursday. She drew attention to some interesting recommendations from the European Citizens' Panels, on which Slovakia has also had representatives. When it comes to health, people call for a more sustained increase in cooperation at the European level, she noted. It is essential for the legitimacy of the whole exercise for citizens to see tangible results from their contributions, said Šuica. This is it for this Friday. We'll be following other events related to the Conference on the Future of Europe. They are due in the next few days, and we'll summarize them for you in a week. Until then,